You know, recently you would have seen an ad in some of the newspapers where Australia is requiring chefs. They're offering jobs to chefs with more than 3 years experience up to 120,000 120,000 Australian dollars salary. So a lot of Fijian chefs may migrate. They're looking for nurses. In Victoria, in one of the states in Australia last week, the waiting time at the public hospital was 24 hours. You see news items, people complaining in Australia saying, I have to wait for 24 hours before a doctor could see me at the public hospital. Because apparently there's a lot of nurse shortage. Because they got hit very hard, a lot of nurses don't want to become nurses. They don't want to do nursing. They think it's very high risk. New Zealand last week would have seen an article where a lot of restaurants and hotels are operating at reduced hours. They don't have enough people to work as waiters and waitresses because people were moving away from that sector. We've had about 60 accountants that recently migrated to Australia because there's a shortage of accountants in Australia. There's a shortage of nurses, there's a shortage of chefs in those countries. Tradespeople. When there's an earthquake in Christchurch, when they have to rebuild Christchurch, a lot of our bricklayers and tile layers and joiners were given work permits to Christchurch. And suddenly now they've given them work, residency to stay there. So we train our people and a lot of them get poached. That's a challenge for us too. I was just talking to some business people who are investing in the Nadi Lautoka corridor. There's about $200 million worth of construction that's about to start. Different warehouses, factories, showrooms, etc. But what they are concerned about, the construction people, is that there's not enough construction workers. It's a big challenge for us. So we have to be able to see how we can fill in those gaps, otherwise those investments will stop. So we have to continuously invest in our people. And we have to accept the fact that in some cases we may need to bring people from overseas if those skill sets don't exist.